What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of something I'm posting. This is directly from the studio, and I'm trying to give you some DJing trick technique today, which you might want to use if you're running out of sends or channels in your mixer. Maybe the insert send return is broken, or the sends are broken, or you don't have any channels left, and you're really trying to incorporate some external effects unit. Then this is for you. So I'm going to be showing you this on the V10. It has a second headphone cue. You can see that right here. You can listen on A, which is routed to this headphone cue, and B, which is routing it to this headphone cue. So let's see. We have a channel running with some music, and it's my new track, of course. And you want to send this one to an effects unit, which is in this case beautiful Blue Sky Reverb by Strymon, and you want to return that in stereo as well, which is possible, but you also can return it in mono. At least you have a reverb then. So you will send this to your headphone mix B that you don't use. So the signal is routed to your headphone mix B, and it's of course pre-fader, which is quite useful if you want to listen to a track and nobody else in the club. So you're gonna put the mix on straight on cue, 100% on cue, because you don't want to send anything else than you have pressed here to the effects unit. And you connect this headphone cue, let me see, on the headphone mix B with a 6.3 jack, which is in stereo. Gonna put it in. It's gonna be running into our effects unit in stereo and out of the effects unit. Make sure the mix is completely wet, and you're gonna send it back to the mixer with two 6.3 jacks into the microphone inputs. Yes, you had that right, the microphone inputs. We got two of them on the V10, and you're gonna put it up just a little bit, maybe not even 1 point, because it's quite a loud preamp there. I'm gonna EQ it a bit. I'm gonna put out some of the lows, and it's turned on, of course. So if you have a channel running and you want to put some reverb on that, you just quite really gently turn this mix knob up, and then the signal is routed through this output to the effects unit and back to the microphone inputs. And you're going to be hearing some reverb, and the reverb is gone. So in this case, I didn't have to put up any other fader or something. It just went straight to the master that we are hearing, and there's no extra movement than turning this knob, which is quite similar to putting some effects on the effects unit, which is built internally into the mixer. So, but if you don't want to use it, or you have anything special you want to connect to, this is quite a cool way. Well, you should definitely check if your input capacity of the effects unit is capable of carrying the output signal of your headphone mix. You might want to check the manual of your mixer, and you want to check the manual of your effects unit, or you just ask some AI engine, and it's going to tell you if the maximum output of your headphones level is above or below the input capacities of your effects unit, because otherwise you're going to ruin your effects unit because you put too much electricity inside, and you definitely want to avoid that. And of course, it's quite loud, so be careful on the knob and be careful on your settings. Adjust it properly, and I hope this helps you someday, and you can use this to let the people hear what you are trying to give them. So, peace out.